Well, here we are back from a little hiatus. I know. Lots of you are like, where you been? Yo, what's up? I love doing Facebooks like this because the way my hair is, you think I'm naked, don't you? I know all you pervs out there enjoy it. I probably could have, or should have gussied up my face a little bit, so actually being naked would be really attractive with beautiful adornment on my face and jewels in my ears, etc. All right, shut up, Nicole. Get to the point. What's the point? The point, as it's been said, is to be willing to grow along spiritual lines. There are some of you who will know where that's from, some of you won't. But it's a great thing to remember. What's the point? And being willing to grow along spiritual lines doesn't mean like being willing to believe in God. Oh gosh, what does that mean? I gotta go to church. I gotta believe. No. Being willing to grow along spiritual lines means being willing to grow along spiritual lines means being willing to see deeper, see more clearly, see things that aren't right there. Because the best of life, the greatest parts of life, the most successful and biggest enjoyments in life are the things that you're not looking for. And you kind of stumble upon them. I mean, think about it. I went traipsing through Europe a couple of years ago, and I dragged my boyfriend at the time off the bus. And the poor thing, right, was boiling hot, and I'm taking him on the bus and over here because I love taking the bus in strange cities. And we get off this bus. I said, well, let's take a walk. And we end up walking down this trail and finding this like city almost opened up in the middle of the nowhere. And it was lively and musical. And then we passed through that city, and there was this beautiful ocean. See, those are the things that I'll extrapolate now to how you think and what you do on a daily basis. So many people are trying to like control their thinking alone and then trying to control the way other people think. And it's like the world will be better when we convince everybody of the way that we all know is the right way to think. Yet the problem right now is there's a whole bunch of people who don't think like you do. And there's a whole bunch of people who don't have the answers that you have, which means that there isn't one answer. Principles are an answer, but principles are vague and determined by individual experience and also deeper spiritual meaning. And so whenever I'm up here and I'm all like, I'm missing things that are down here. And how this translates into what happened to me the other day is that, I love copping little resentments. I don't know if it's the New Yorker in me or just some kind of little drama queen, but I'm like, I just love finding one person that throughout the day I could just sit in my chair and think about what a fucking asshole they are. It sounds awfully unspiritual, but in fact, I'm telling this story because I'm going to get to a place that's in fact more deeply spiritual. Because the thing is I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable judging. I'm not comfortable criticizing. But I know I got a hypercritic, perfectionistic, absolutely self-righteous and judgmental critic in my head. So at any kind of moments during the day, that thing starts to talk to me. Okay, my job is not to listen to it. My job is to not convince myself how you're an asshole or how I'm better than you or why you should be judged. My job is to actually clear that energy out for love. And so I copped a little resentment the other day, and I was like, the engine started revving like, rum, rum. And I'm like, oh no, no. So I did what I do. I self-examined, what's the solution here? How do I handle this? Where do I go? And those questions are kind of always there. So it's not like I have to sit down and think about those questions. But if you listen to my podcast, you understand that I look at power as being three things: self-examination, the awareness of greater energies working in and around me, and then giving it away or serving people. So that's what I did. I followed my own formula for living. And what I did was like, okay, what is it that I can do here? Okay, so I think the biggest thing is let me go seek out my community that I know is helpful and will listen and basically either help me find answers or maybe point out things that I'm not seeing. So I did that. And then that prompted me to be like, the next step was, okay, here's a conversation I need to have with one person. And then it was like, okay, there's somebody else I need to talk to. And I thought of a person, which wasn't the most likely person. And I went and I talked to her. And that person gave me a little piece of information about the person I was resenting that changed my entire outlook and my experience with that person and moved me into a much more compassionate and tolerant space. I didn't have to like try to be nice to her, but I also had to guard myself against opening my big fat mouth and saying things that would harm the relationship forever, right? So that's a big, self-restraint is a big part of it. But so what I'm saying is that like, developing a healthy practice of self-examination and spirituality is going to help you have better communication, help you have better relationships, help you feel more powerful, help you feel more confident. And I experienced that again and again and again. And the biggest obstruction to having that experience in my life is the idea that I have my own answers. I think I'm supposed to have my own answers. The answers are in my head. I just need to sit and find them or think about them and play Lone Ranger and trying to exact solutions and control other people. It's a tiresome game. And the answers are right there. It's just that, like, your head is the gateway that's got to get out of the way. So, it's nice to be back. I hope that did something for you today, and I hope you have a good one. Ciao.